Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I am going to start a new chapter, that is hydrocarbons. First of all, let us see that what are hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are the organic compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen. The two examples that I wrote here are methane and benzene. Methane is CH4 and benzene is C6H6, right? They both contain carbon and hydrogen. Now, what are the main natural sources for hydrocarbons? The three main natural sources of hydrocarbons are petroleum, the second is coal, and the third is natural gas. Now let us understand the types of hydrocarbons. The hydrocarbon is divided into two categories. One is aliphatic hydrocarbons and the other is aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay? The aliphatic hydrocarbons contain both open chain, we can also call it acyclic, as well as closed chain compounds. Now, these can be either saturated or unsaturated. Now, what is meant by saturated means it will be having single bonds. The compounds will have single bonds, and what is meant by unsaturated means the compound will have double or triple bonds. And now, what are aromatic hydrocarbons? These are those compounds which contain benzene. Okay, now let us study each of them in detail. The first type of hydrocarbon is aliphatic hydrocarbons. Now, what are aliphatic hydrocarbons? They are those compounds which are open chained, means open chain compounds. Or cyclic compounds. The open chain compound means that they are not in cyclic form, they are either straight chain or branched chain. Let us study them now. Let us see the examples first. The open chain compounds contain, see over here, I am writing, this is CH3, CH2 and CH. How many carbons are these? 3. So it will be propane, propane. N because of single bonds, and we will write N with it. Why we will write N with it? Because N represent the straight chain compounds. Okay, and let us see the example of cyclic compounds. Here I am going to take, what is this? Cyclopropane, right? Now let us study the types of open chain compounds. The open chain compound is of two types. Okay, one is straight chain and the other is branched chain. Right? Now what is meant by straight chain? Here we will be having straight chain. In this case, we say no carbon atom is directly attached to more than 2 carbons. See over here, this carbon is attached to how many carbons? 1 and 2. So it is attached with 2. This one is attached with only 1 carbon. This carbon is also attached with 2 carbons. So in a straight chain, we say that no carbon should be directly attached with more than 2 carbon atoms. Now let us first write its name. What will be its name? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 carbons. So we will write over here pentane. This is according to its IUPAC name. And ane because they are having single bonds. Right? Now let us study the branch chain. In this case, see over here we are having this example. Right? For the branched, we will write iso. This is according to the common nomenclature. We will write iso and then we will write butane. Iso and then we will write butane. Butane because it is having 4 saturated carbons. Now what they say in branch chain, they say that at least 1 carbon should be directly attached with more than 2 carbons. Here see, this one is attached with how many carbons? Only 1. This one is attached with how many carbons? Only 1. And this one is attached with 1, 2 and 3 carbons. So in branch chain, at least 3 or 4 carbons should be directly attached with 1 carbon. So then that will be the branch chain. We can also take another example. See over here. In this case, see how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 carbons. And see, this carbon is directly attached with 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 carbon atoms. So this carbon is attached with 4 carbon atoms. So this is also a branch chain compound. According to the common system, its name will be neopentane. We will discuss the common and IUPAC system in the next video. But now let us see the saturation and unsaturation of the straight chain and branch chain compounds. See over here we have this example. Right? What will be its name? It will be butane. Right? According to the IUPAC system. The N that we wrote before was according to the common system. According to the IUPAC system, its name will be butane. Now, saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons in which carbon atoms are bonded together by single bonds. I already told you that saturated means that they all will be having single bond and unsaturated means that they will have double or triple bonds. So, this is saturated hydrocarbon. Now let us see the example of unsaturated hydrocarbon. In this case, we will have double or triple bond. See over here how many carbons there are? 3. So we will write prop. But it is having double bond. So we will write ene. Right? Ene is used for alkenes. So this is alkene. So we will write here propene. Now let us see for the triple bond. Now see over here, in this case we are having, and how many carbons are there? 4. So we will write but and we are having triple bond. So for alkyne we use YNE. So it will be butane. and here we used ene, so it is propene. So unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which contain double or triple bonds. Let us study these cyclic hydrocarbons. We also call them closed chain hydrocarbons. The aliphatic were the open chain hydrocarbons and these are the closed chain hydrocarbons. I have already told you the examples of this case. Let me again tell you one example. It will be this is cyclopropene. But as we have studied the saturation and unsaturation in aliphatic hydrocarbons, the same will be the case for the cyclic hydrocarbons. They can be saturated or unsaturated. Now let us see the saturation and unsaturation of cyclic hydrocarbons. So the examples that we were discussing from the start of cyclobutane and cyclopropane, they were the saturated cyclic hydrocarbons. Here I draw the cyclobutane again. See over here, this is cyclobutane. They are having single bonds. So this is saturated cyclic hydrocarbons. Now let us study the unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons. For this I am going to take the example of cyclopentene. See over here. Right? Now here it will be CH2, CH2, CH2 and here we will draw the double bond. You can draw double bond anywhere. So here it will be CH and CH. So this is the structure for the cyclopentene. Why we are saying it pentene? Because it is having 5 carbons, and ene because it is having double bond. So its name will be cyclopentene. Now let us see the other example. Here see. Let us draw the triple bonds first and then we will give the hydrogens to each. Now what will be its name? See how many carbons we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? So its name will be cyclohexyne. YNE because we are having triple bond. I hope you all understood the aliphatic hydrocarbons and the saturation and unsaturation in it as well. Now let us go towards the aromatic hydrocarbons. Now the second type is aromatic hydrocarbons. In this case we say that benzene is the parent member, means that in all the compounds that we will study in aromatic hydrocarbons will have benzene in their structure. Now what is the structure of benzene? Let us see. Benzene. Now let us take another example. Toluene. Okay. Now see over here we are having the benzene ring over here, right? And we are having CH3. It is having the benzene ring, so it is aromatic hydrocarbon. Now let us take another example. See over here. This is the benzene ring and when NO2 is attached on it, so this will be nitrobenzene. Okay, its name is nitrobenzene. It is having the benzene ring, right? It is having benzene ring and NO2 is attached on it. The way CH3 was attached on it, in this case NO2 is attached. I hope you all understood the types of hydrocarbons. At the end, Kindly like, share and subscribe my channel.